If you've ever wanted to preserve florals from something really special like a wedding, well, enter resin. Using it can help you to transform your flowers from something like this to something like this that can truly last forever. Okay, I want you to kind of take us through this process because it is quite intricate. So let's say somebody brings you this bouquet. Where do you start?
So once we receive the flowers, we put them in water immediately.
Okay.
Because we normally receive the flowers between 3 to 5 days and even a week after the wedding. So it's important for us to rehydrate them before we put them in silica gel to dehydrate them. So here we have some flowers. These are fresh and actually the most popular flower, which is white bouquets.
Sure.
And once we receive them, we basically cut them, and sometimes we have to reshape them depending on how they arrive.
Yeah.
We then put some silica gel and cover the flower entirely. And we do that with every single flower.
And how long does it sit there?
They have to sit here between 5 to 6 weeks.
So they're in the silica gel for 5 to 6 weeks. And then then what happens? Is that when they're in the hot room? You were telling me about the hot room?
Yeah, so we leave them in that room with the dehumidifier just to make sure there's no moisture.
Yeah.
The flowers dry nicely, and we want to make sure that they're crispy and dry before we can proceed to the next step.
What's the next step?
The next step is color enhance them, because even though it would be nice if we could preserve them just the way they are, the color will change drastically for some flowers, and for whites, obviously they turn more into like a cream color.
Okay.
So we have to color enhance
Sure.
them to make them bright again. Once we color enhance them, we present a layout proposal to our clients, and then once they approve that, we put them in resin, which is in one of these molds right here.
Okay, so they decide which shape they want, what they want to be in their home for years to come. You put them in the mold, and then how long do they stay in that mold?
So we actually pour very thin layers every day until we cover the flowers completely. So they can stay here between 3 to 4 weeks, and then we take them out of the mold so they look like this.
It really is incredible. So this is several months
Yes.
that the florals are in your home, here in your home business where you're doing this.
It's about a 3-month process.
It really is incredible. Now, I found you on Instagram, but you said more people find you on Etsy, right? Talk about that.
They do. So we actually have our small business on Etsy, and a lot of people just inquire and ask. A lot of them are last minute. And even though we do ask people to book in advance, just so we can make sure that we have enough supply and all the supplies that we need, a lot of brides don't know about this process until the day of the wedding.
And then they're like, wait a minute, I have this beautiful bouquet. I would love for it to last forever, because back in the day, the way that we did it was we just hung the flowers upside down, and then they just sat in your house forever and ever, and then eventually got weird, and eventually you got rid of them, right? Now, what is the most popular thing that people order or want to have you do?
I would say the bookends.
Yeah,
They
bookends.
have been trendy for the past year and still are.
Congratulations on everything. It really is a beautiful business. I love how they turn out. It's just, the aesthetic is just gorgeous, and I just love that you've been able to make this your full-time job.
Thank you so much.
So in terms of pricing, you can get something smaller like this hexagon, or you can go really big and really elaborate, something like the tray or something even bigger. So ranging from about $255 up into the thousands, depending on how intricate you want to get. We'll put all the details on our website, cw33.com.